Hi everybody, welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to cleanse your tarot deck. Why is it important to clean your tarot deck? Well, when your tarot deck is being manufactured, you have people making and touching your decks. Now, energy travels, right? So if this person or people who are working on your deck have a certain type of energy, whether it's happiness, anger, confusion, anxiety, joy, that energy attaches itself to you. Now you might be like, oh, the cards don't feel weird, but I think it's important to cleanse them anyways, just to really clear the energy and also really put your energy on the card. So some simple ways you can cleanse your cards are by taking a little plate or dish and putting some salt. Now, you don't need a lot of salt. You can get some salt, sea salt. You can get them at the 99-cent store, and all you do is just place your cards on the salt, and you can place some salt on the cards as well, so they're all covered. Leave it there overnight if you'd like it for a couple hours. Done and done. You got a cleansed deck, and then you put your hands on your deck and you create an intention of connection, okay? Another way that you can do a deck cleansing is by lighting some incense. Now, one of my favorite incenses to use is sandalwood for consecrating items because it's also very cleansing, but it also says this is my item and this energy is mine. And what happens is that it's very powerful and it creates a very strong connection to you and your cards. So I'll just take something like this and I'll waft the cards. I'll put them in my little concha shell there, and I'll go through every single card. I'll go through every single card, just taking my time, passing it over the smoke. And then I'll do this. I'll do it a few times, and I'll also do like the edges of the deck. I'll even take the box of the deck, the booklet that comes with it, and waft it because I don't want any energy that's not mine on there. So I'll even put some smoke in the deck. Yes, this is who I am. This is how I do things. So I go a little extra when it comes to cleansing my items. Another thing you could do, if you don't have any sandalwood incense, you could get herbs from your store. Now, what I would recommend is rosemary. Rosemary is everywhere. It's abundant. It's super easy to use, and it works for everything. It removes negative energy. It brings in good energy. This is some rosemary from my garden. And what I do is I let it dry a little bit, and it works real quick. So I will do the same thing. I would just waft it around the deck and the cards, and they get a nice little cleansing. And you know what? The cool thing about this is that once you do this, you can make a habit of cleansing your cards whenever you feel they need it. I call it the cleansing bath. You can do this, boom, boom, boom. Some people will use the new moon and full moon energies to remember to cleanse their decks. I just do it whenever I feel it's time, especially when I'm doing readings. I'm like, okay, my cards have been through enough. It's time to do a cleanse after a couple of sessions. Another way to cleanse your deck is by taking some crystal quartz, because crystal quartz is the crystal that does everything. If you don't have crystals, but you're thinking about buying crystals, and this is the crystal that I would recommend that you do purchase because it does everything. Now, I'm a huge fan of amethyst. Amethyst is connected to the third eye chakra. It's an intuitive psychic crystal. It helps raise your vibration, connection to spirit, connection to self. It connects the mind, body, and soul. And it's really good for using magical or metaphysical tools. So I would probably lay down a amethyst crystal on top to raise the psychic vibration. And I would leave that overnight. And like I said, you can also use the moon energy. If you do not have crystals, let your cards sit under the moon. They will charge up and they will cleanse up really good. Okay. Here's something else. This is sage. This is, I believe, I don't know if it's garden or blue sage. This is from my garden that I've been drawing. I buy herbs all the time. I'm like, oh, that's good for eating. This smells really good. I think this might be garden sage, but you can also purchase little herbs or just a few bucks. Go to your, nearest garden store or places like that, and get yourself a little pot or invest in it, because you know what? Making a connection with your items is going to be important. And I love growing all my own herbs. I have all my own stuff for everything. And when you create a connection with it, I feel like it works a little better, because it's like I know what I'm here for, and I would do the same thing. I'd light it up. Now, sound is another thing that you can use for your cards. Some people will ring a bell. They'll use a rattle. When I was working at a shop, what I would do is I would, in between my breaks, I would put crystals on them. But let's say I had a really intense reading and I couldn't cleanse my deck. I had another client right after. What I would do is I would blow on them. Make a practice of blowing your deck's negative energy off. So I would do something like this. I would first do a quick shuffle, because I feel like shuffling helps disperse the energy that was attached to it, because I feel like cards hold information from the last client, or that energy as well. Remember, that energy is attaching itself. So then I would just go like a real strong blow. You want to practice and blow from the stomach and go, not, you don't want to do that. You want it deep, you want it strong, okay? So you're going to go like that, and I would just do this and go. That's what I would do. Front and back, cleanse. That's how you can do a really quick cleanse, okay? So, with that being said, these are just some really easy ways to cleanse your deck. If you want to share anything or have any questions, you can post below. Let me know. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, and y'all take care. Bye.